Welcome back to the Jeep Halftime Report. Inside our LA studios, along with Bill Raftery, Jim Jackson, and Casey Jacobson, I'm Mike Hill. Our halftime highlights sponsored by Jeep. We take a closer look at the UConn Huskies. Good season for Dan Hurley and his boys. 23-10 overall, 13-6, third in the Big East play last year. Those 23 wins last season, the most since 2015, 2016. They do return a couple of starters, including Adama Sanogo, Big East preseason player of the year, but they did lose a lot of that backcourt in R.J. Cole and Tyrese Martin, but some backcourt transfers helping this UConn team out.
Yeah, you mentioned they got the interior covered with Sanogo. Andre Jackson is hurt to start the year, but when he comes back, he's a nice kind of a hybrid forward/wing. But this is a brand new backcourt for Dan Hurley and UConn. They lose R.J. Cole. His 2 years I thought were really, really good. He built, last year had a really good year compared to the previous year. Learned that offense. Dan Hurley expects Tristan Newton to do the same. Tristan Newton is a bigger player. He's 6'5", whereas R.J. Cole was 6 foot in high heels on a good day. Newton averaged 18 points, 5 assists for East Carolina. That step up in play. We'll see how that goes. And then Hassan Diarra, the transfer from Texas A&M, and Naheem Alim. Both of those guys are two-way guards, which Dan Hurley loves. They can score, but they also get in you defensively.
You know, it's interesting, too, because if you look at R.J. Cole, of how well that played out by coming in, again, wanted to go always to UConn, got a chance to play, so it worked out well. And with Newton, it's funny how the philosophy of coaches has changed. We want to get older sooner. So you go out and get experience. And why? No, you're just more mature. It's like a fine wine. You just keep maturing. But it allows you, I think, as a coach, to implement your offense a little bit more, a little sooner, because you have guys that have been through the system in college. Okay, so that helps you acclimate a lot sooner and quicker, because the non-conference season is one thing, then the Big East comes. So I think the transfer portal is a tough situation, but coaches have acclimated to it. So I think they'll be fine there. I think Andre Jackson needs to take that next step, whatever that next step is, from athletic, can shoot it a little bit, needs to expand this game. If he does that, this is a tough UConn team.
And Jordan Hawkins, I think, is key, too. Had some good exhibition games, a lot of points. And Adama Sanogo, did you see him run the floor in that early?
Lost some weight. What did he lose?
He's
15 pounds.
Right. Jam, passing, active, stepping out a little bit, 15, 18-footer. This is a deep team. And, again, we always talk about UConn defensively. He ended up playing a little 2-3 zone, which I haven't seen in a while. But they're usually an aggressive man-to-man team, very demanding. Pretty good coaching family, from what I've heard.
I have heard of a few of the Hurleys, yes.
A little aggressive, too. Huh?
He is the preseason Big East player of the year. I know they got to get the ball to him, but is he that guy that can put a team on his shoulders and carry them?
I believe, yes, that he is. I mean, we expect all these players year after year to improve a little bit. Did you see what Sanogo did his freshman year? He doubled his production, points and rebounds, from freshman to sophomore. He's not going to double that this year. He averaged 40 points and 15 rebounds, but he is going to add a little bit. Jim Jackson mentioned that he shedded 15 pounds. Why is he doing that? Because he wants to be a rim runner. He wants to show NBA scouts that he could play a little bit faster and not be a plodding big guy all the time.
And Chris, the kid Caravan, too, can back him up a little bit. Got some minutes as well.
You know, Dan Hurley's going to be a little intense, too. He's
You
fun season for UConn. Second half is coming up.